don't even know where to go with that. I don't even know where to go with that. Because to talk to you about how show jumping can be like this, a few fences before, it looks like it's the Shanghai Swans who are going to win it on a clean sheet. Electric Blue P and Max Kuna could not be a safer bet. But all of a sudden, one fence goes down, two fences go down, and the Shanghai Swans go from potentially winning the stage to dropping off the podium completely. The Canstars, powered by the Iron Dames, the defending champions of the Global Champions League, now go on to win. The only team on a clean sheet, by the way. Sophie Hinnes and Katrien Ackermann jumping double clear in round one, now jump double clear in round two. But if you ask me for a third storyline out of today's program, it is the fact that the teams ranked second from the bottom and bottom. I'm talking about the Doha Falcons and the Paris Panthers. Doha and Paris finish in second and third. The two teams that have struggled the most throughout the entire season make up the rest of the podium. Let me show you the results. So this is how it ends here in Rome. Canstars go on to win, the only team on a clean sheet, and thoroughly deserve that victory. But who would have put money on the Doha Falcons and the Paris Panthers to finish on the podium in Rome? That is, without a shadow of a doubt, the most remarkable outcome of Stage 14 of the 2025 season. The Shanghai Swans have two fences down, courtesy of Max Kuna and Electric Blue P. The other storyline to take out of this is if you focus on the big five. There are fences that fell for Riesenbach, fences that fell for Valkenswaard, fences that fall for the Shanghai Swans, and fences that fall for the Prague Lions. So all of the teams that were trying to put pressure on one another inside that top four fight have found life difficult. And wait until I tell you about the championship standings. Wait until we give you the final rankings in a few moments' time, because I have a feeling that you are not going to believe what it looks like with just two stages to go. Can I bring up the rankings now? Should I spoiler alert and do it already? Hold on to your seats, folks, because with just two stages left in the season, Valkenswaard United and Canstars are now level on points. The Shanghai Swans have leapfrogged the Prague Lions into third, and Riesenbach are now only 11 points behind the Prague Lions. So again, I ask you, this battle of top four that now seemingly is going to be decided between either the Shanghai Swans, Prague Lions, or Riesenbach International is only separated by 16 points. 16 points over the next two stages is not impossible by any means for Riesenbach International. It's certainly not impossible for the Shanghai Swans to hold on to it, or for the Prague Lions. But it just tells you that there is absolutely zero room in this fight. If any of those three teams drop the ball in Rabat, where we go to next in a couple of days, and then in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, in the finale, they're going to lose out heartbreakingly very late in the season. They're going to lose out on a GCL Super Cup semi-final spot. There is only a top four to fight for, and this is the harsh reality of the sport. Somebody is going to finish fifth. Somebody is going to have to jump a quarterfinal after jumping superbly well throughout the entire season. That's what makes this so dramatic. That's what makes this so intriguing. But we will get some thoughts, we will get some reaction. We will have the Canstars come and join us in a few moments' time. Let's show you the performance of the Canstars. Let's bring up the rounds of Sophie Hinnes and Katrien Ackermann and give you some feedback on how they performed on Iron Dames Kombela and Iron Dames the Yellow Blue PS, because it is those two performances from Sophie Hinnes, from Katrien Ackermann, that go on to win them the competition. First in the mix, Sophie Hinnes and Iron Dames Kombela. Still only an 11-year-old mare, this Iron Dames Kombela. And here is Sophie Hinnes on this 11-year-old, jumping clear in round one. Now jumping clear in round two. and delivering a superb performance for her team. What it then does is it allows Katrin Ackermann, it gives Katrin Ackermann a wonderful platform to perform and come in as the second rider and guide her team to victory. Bear in mind that after the Kunstars round, the Basel Cosmopolitans on a double clear still needed to jump, and the Shanghai Swans on a double clear still needed to jump. But errors and fences going down from both of those teams led to the Kunstars being crowned winners here in Rome. You could not ask for a better position to be in for a title defense with only 2 stages to go. I remind you that we head to Rabat in Morocco for only the second time, breaking ground in 2024. And we will return to Rabat in a couple of days' time for stage 15 of the Global Champions League. We just showed you what the final rankings look like, and for anyone that may have missed it, as it stands with just 2 stages to go, Valkenswaard United on 277, and the Kunstars, you guessed it, 277 with 2 stages to go. Only 4 more rounds of jumping to come in the GCL season, and we cannot clearly define a winner of the season. We cannot clearly define what a top 4 is going to look like, which means that I have a feeling that we're going to come to Rabat and leave Rabat still with questions. And as a neutral fan, you could not ask for anything better than a championship to be decided on a final day in Riyadh. And this is not to say it's going to happen, Dan Strange, but it has the making of a final day showdown. You had lost your breath, as had I, and everyone else. I tried to give you some time to regather that. Give me your thoughts on what's happened here this afternoon.
It takes a lot in sport to make me feel emotional, right? And I'm not going to cry, don't worry. But I've
cried on the show before, just by the way.
It takes a lot to make me feel emotional, but actually, the end of that, and through the back end of that second round, it did. Because not only did Kunstars winning again for the first time since Doha, and the way they rode and the way Katrin talked about her family, that's
so
emotional.
Just repeat that. The defending GCL champions, who started the season with a win in Doha, have not been on top of the podium since stage 1.
It's their first podium in 8 rounds. First podium in 8 rounds.
Yet they are level joint leaders of this competition.
And I'm glad we've had that confirmed, because I was trying to do the maths and my maths isn't awesome. So then you got Paris Panthers, who put pressure on Doha Falcons, and the Falcons flew. And excuse the silly joke on that, but they did. The pressure on the bottom was amazing. Of course, it's dragged Rome Gladiators into the talk about 17th place now.
Mm-hmm.
And just as I was saying about the emotion behind it, we're seeing it everywhere. We talked at the start of the day about the look of the table and the look of the top 5, and you and I, our job is to sell the sport, and it's a fabulous sport to sell.
Such an easy sport to sell.
So proud to be able to sell this sport. It's awesome. But we almost came off air and we sort of went, oh, was that a bit overkill? But then that's what it's just served up.
Underkill. We didn't do enough. We didn't do enough.
But the point is as well, I think, if you take a golfing term, we put the ball on the tee, the riders walked out there to the tee and hit it straight down the fairway. And not only did they hit it down the fairway, it was like a hole-in-one. Although it wasn't, because the first round, faults everywhere. Sorry, other way around. No faults, and second round, faults everywhere.
I'm very excited to break this down on the day after this weekend, which we will do.
Yep.
But before we get there, we spoke so much about the top 5. You are right. We've spoken so much about this battle for 4th, a battle for a GCL Super Cup semi-final. As a giant tractor, welcome to the world of live sport, now parks behind us as we await the podium to happen. But Dan, final question, as the top 3 now make their way into the arena.
Yep.
The fact that arguably for the last 13 stages, people have almost predetermined that Paris Panthers were not going to participate in this GCL Super Cup. The fact that now they are only 7 points away from the Rome Gladiators, a storyline at the bottom of the championship. Can you imagine the Hail Mary, the rescue operation that were to happen if the Paris Panthers get into that Super Cup quarterfinal at the end of the year?
I've said twice now, Guido Grimaldi, MVP for Paris Panthers for the season. Gentlemen, most valuable horse, MVH, for the season, proven again today.
Yeah.
Stunning stuff. And Rome Gladiators, Preda Fredriksson now is going to be looking at this table going, oh, we really need to get a wriggle on.
How did this happen?
Get dragged in.
Gladiators?
So the Falcons, what are they now? 154 points. They're only one away from Scandinavian Vikings. They're nearly 5 off the bottom.
And imagine swallowing this bitter pill as well. All season long, you have watched a particular team struggle, and on the day that you perform, and this could be applying to either Doha or to Paris, the other team jumps out of their skins and gets onto the podium. Had this been a normal, traditional day where Paris Panthers would have struggled and Doha ended on the podium, it would be an enormous points gain, and vice versa. The irony of both of them getting onto the podium is almost quite tragically poetic.
You couldn't write it. And then there's the storyline around fourth, Prague Lions and Riesenbeck, who were the form teams, are suddenly scratching their heads. There's so many stories to talk about.
It has been a brilliant afternoon, and we could do this for quite some time, but unfortunately that tells us that we need to move. Ladies and gentlemen, the official podium celebration is underway. Let's go back into the ring and celebrate the top 3 place finishers of the Paris Panthers. Look what it means to them, to the Doha Falcons, and to your winners here tonight, the Cannes Stars, powered by the Iron Dames.
And they come forward and take their spot on the podium here in Rome. It'll feel good after what is, as I say, but it also feel good for this duo. Sheikh from Doha Falcons, it's Sheikh Ali Khalid Al Thani and Basim Mohammed for their best finish of the year, coming forward and acknowledging the cheers. Mean a lot to them too. It's been a tough old campaign, but with this podium finish they can rightly be happy. But this team are used to podium finishes because they are now joint top of the league on 277 points with Valkenswaard United. Sophie Hinners and Katrin Eckermann delivering 4 perfect rounds to mean that after winning in Doha, they can celebrate their 2nd victory of the season. So well done to Cannes Stars, powered by Iron Dames, and coming forward, presenting the trophies. And Dennis Montecolo, who is the commercial director of the Longines Global Champions Tour, hands the 3rd place trophy to the Paris Panthers. Handing the 2nd prize is the Director General of the Ministry of Agriculture, and it is Remo Chiodi. Coming forward, presenting it to the Doha Falcons. Happy smiles. But you know just how good that the Cannes Stars are. Jan Tops, the founder of the Longines Global Champions Tour, coming forward to present to the Cannes Stars. They get used to it, but I'm sure he would have been delighted to present the trophy to the Doha Falcons, for which he's involved. But Katrin Eckermann and Sophie Hinners raised the trophy. Big congratulations for the Doha Falcons and also for the Paris Panthers. Well done as they raise their trophy. And all around, after a thoroughly entertaining competition, as I say, not decided until the very end. Terrific stuff. And here we go. The Paris Panthers trying to get the Cannes Stars. I think the Cannes Stars are quite experienced at getting away from the champagne. So well done to the Cannes Stars, providing rich entertainment here in Rome. The supreme real gladiatorial contest that wasn't decided to the end. No quarter given. However, they can celebrate a magical moment as we get ready for the lap of honor time. Can Stars, we aren't surprised to see on the top of the leaderboard, but it's the other two teams who can just feel what a good day it's been for them after it's a long season, and it can feel dispiriting if from a team perspective you are struggling to make an impact. But they have today, and both thoroughly deserve their places at the top table today. And really delighted for the Paris Panthers' sake. Two Italian riders gave the fans here something to enjoy, and maybe they nearly pulled it off, but well done to the Cannes Stars, who showed their class. Brilliant riding performances from Sophie Hinners and Catherine Eckermann as they go on their lap of honor here in the Circus Maximus. Well done to them. And then we look forward to more competition over the weekend, and of course the Grand Prix, the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix on Sunday. But the Cannes Stars
It's so difficult to try and sum up just how impressive that has been from the Cannes Stars, who, just by the way, are going to run right past me here. There goes Catherine Eckermann with a smile. There goes Sophie Hinners with a smile, followed by the Doha Falcons and the Paris Panthers. And there will be one final lap from the Cannes Stars, as for one final time here tonight, they will say thank you and good night to the wonderful Italian audience that has come out here this evening at Cerco Massimo. They have celebrated, they have cheered, and they have applauded for every single team here today. True supporters and true appreciators of the sport. One final time, as Catherine Eckermann and Sophie Hinners, we're going to bring them here in a few moments' time, as well as getting some reactions, some interviews from the Doha Falcons and from the Paris Panthers in a few moments' time, finishing in second and third, respectively. But the night belongs to the Cannes Stars, powered by the Iron Dames. Dan Strange, a little bit earlier on, giving us some very, very unique statistics. The fact that this is the first stage win for the Cannes Stars since Doha. Doha is stage one, ladies and gentlemen. Are you telling me that a dominant force in the Global Champions League, defending champions of the GCL, somehow have gone so under the radar that they have not won a stage since stage one? Equally, they have got their first podium since Romachuel Saint-Tropez during the summer. But on top of all of that, still somehow they are now joint leaders of the GCL. That is truly, truly remarkable for the Cannes Stars, powered by the Iron Dames. Making sure that we are ready to go. Current rankings here, just by the way. Falcons Ward United and the Cannes Stars level on points. It is impossible to write a better script than that. That at 277 each, both the Iron Dames team of the Cannes Stars and Falcons Ward United, last time GCL champions in 2021, are now going into the penultimate stage in Rabat of Morocco, level on points. You could not write a better storyline, arguably that of a penalty shootout, to use football terms, that it is going to be who blinks first. Cannes Stars are here. They are ready. We'll get them into the studio in a few moments' time. I see champagne. I see trophies. And before we get to them, we're going to get some reaction from the Doha Falcons in a few moments' time. Let's get some thoughts then from second place finishers. This is the Doha Falcons.
It is the Doha Falcons. Sheikh Ali, I'm going to start with you. How pleased are you with what your team have just done?
Yeah, I'm really, really happy with my team first, and my horse jumped amazing today. He was really in form, I was saying to the guys before we start, my horse is really in good shape. I just have to ride good. So thanks God, I rode quite good. So we have this result is really amazing. A little bit the team, to go a little bit, to rise a little bit in the rank. So we are so happy, yeah.
Basim, when you saw what Paris Panthers did, how were the nerves? And you clearly respond well to being under that level of pressure.
Yeah, actually, we just do our plan, and we stick to the plan, and we always try to do our best and jump clear rounds in these team competitions. And I'm really happy and glad to have my old member into the game, and cannot be more happy to have that result today, standing beside him.
You mentioned your horse, Sheikh Ali. You didn't have any GCL clears on him yet this season, and now you've got two, a double clear. It really does show how well that partnership is growing and developing.
Yeah, absolutely, because he's a little bit different type of my horses than when I used to ride. And then just back to the sport. When I had him in the beginning, I have some issues with him. He's a little bit too sensitive, so I have to sit really quiet on him as much as I can. And in the beginning, it wasn't possible for me, I didn't know him yet. So now I started to trust him and be a little bit more quiet on him, and he does a job very good.
The plan for Rabat? Who'd you take there? What horses? What riders?
No, actually, to Rabat, different riders going. I'm going to Riyadh next.
To both of you and to the whole team, a massive congratulations on a first podium and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Great stuff. Congratulations and thank you.
Stars powered by the Iron Dames are not looking at cute photos of my daughter. They are trying to read what the championship standings look like. I believe just before you came in, you got told about this. Sophie, give me your thoughts on what you read there. 277, 277 with 2 stages to go. Give me the Stars' thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very exciting, and I think first of all we are very proud to be on the podium and on top of the podium today. But yeah, I think it makes us very happy to see these points, and yeah, now we have to fight till the end.
Katrien Akkerman, you are an outstanding rider. This is an outstanding team. It is a first podium since Romachuel Saint-Tropez, strangely. It makes me feel that we've seen many clear rounds from Stars, but not the podiums. Maybe there's been some round 2 difficulties, round 2 challenges. How today did it just look so simple, so easy for the Stars? What was different about today that we haven't seen maybe over the last few stages that just made it click for Stars?
Sometimes it can be really easy, but sometimes you make the wrong choice and you decide to take the wrong person in the team. This is, I think, something what you also makes a team. Like you have to talk and to discuss a bit, and for sure, it's not always the right decision. So, and today I think, or even the last shows, you could see that we kept back and kept fighting and had the better positions, and yeah. Now we are back with the Valkenswaard.
Oh, now you are back. Now this competition is back because what you have done is shake everything up so beautifully. Valkenswaard have been very dominant, Sophie, for quite some time now. When you come up with late momentum like this, a team that has been very comfortable at the top maybe gets a bit of a scare when a team comes now so late in the competition. Do you think this now maybe makes you the favorites for the title? Are Valkenswaard nervous looking behind what Stars are doing? Because momentum is very important in the world of sport.
I would hope so, but I don't think so. I think they were super consistent the whole year, and they have incredible riders in their team. I have no idea what their plans are, which riders or horses going to the next shows, but I think they will try to dominate till the end. So we just need to have a very good plan as well and also keep fighting.
Talk to me about your horses, Katrien. The fact that you can come to Rome, pick one horse, jump a clear, go to the stable, make a change, pick another horse, jump a clear. It's an indication of what wonderful firepower you have. Talk to me about the stables that you have at home now, the horses that you have available. It's great opportunity for you, no?
Yeah, sure, it's great opportunity, and you see all the support around here, and for sure it starts in the stable at home. And my family is also there. Otmar, the breeder of Chaoli, so for sure he's really proud. And yeah, I have Diallo since over a year now. And
how's that relationship starting to develop? How is that relationship developing? Well?
Well.
Really good. Okay, we'll leave it at really good.
No, I mean, we started in Abu Dhabi last year, and yeah, I think you could really see that there's I'm struggling, and you have some water.
It's okay. We can get you some water. Absolutely, guys. See if we can get some water for Katrin Ackerman, please. Talk to me about what the team conversation has been like at the end of today. I know it's been just a few moments ago. We talk about the championship coming back alive. Has there been a conversation with the team? Has there been any messaging on the team group? What has the conversation been like, Sophie, with the riders?
Yes, it's we always feel the unbelievable support after our first round. We got already messages from Deborah how beautiful the rounds were, and also in our group chat, everyone is supporting us, sending us messages. And yeah, now especially after the second round, I feel my phone vibrating the whole time, and I saw already many messages in our group chat. So it's an unbelievable feeling to have this support behind you, and yeah, we are very, very happy to be back on the podium.
And Iron Dames Combella, give me some thoughts on how that is developing. Looked very comfortable, very smooth.
Yeah, she's an incredible horse. I got her in January this year. And
so it's still very new. It's still very new.
That's true. She's still new to me, and I think I still have to figure her out. I feel it sometimes in the courses that she's new to me, but she's always trying her best, and she's an incredible jumper. And what she achieved this year, I think, is very amazing for a not so long partnership.
Talk to me about what happens in Rabat. It's a couple of days away. This is the difficulty of this competition, is how quickly things move. Are you able to share what the plan is for Rabat? Who goes, who jumps in Rabat? Is that decided already?
Yeah, I think it is decided. I think Janne is going, Anastasia and Natalie. I'm not 100% sure about their horses, but I know that we want to give our best. We want to bring our best horses, of course, and also fight for more points there.
Do you come to Riyadh?
Yes.
Okay, so you'll be back in Riyadh. Your team comes back in a couple of days' time to Rabat in Morocco, and you come back, you come back as a current joint leaders of the Global Champions League. It's been an outstanding performance from you. You have a trophy and champagne and maximum points to celebrate. Enjoy a night in Rome, a beautiful place to go on and celebrate. Thank you very much, and well done to the Cunstars, powered by the Iron Dames. An outstanding performance from them. They are joint GCL leaders. For now, let's get some thoughts and some reaction from fellow podium finisher, the Paris Panthers.
Paris Panthers are on the podium for the first time in 2025. Clara, just give us your thoughts on a very emotional evening and day.
Yes, I'm very happy. It's incredible. I think that today there was a magic, something of magic, and it's incredible. Yes.
It's a result that started in the French capital, but delivered by Italians. Guido, there's serious Italian pride and outpouring of Italian passion too in the warm-up arena behind us.
I mean, Clara is right. Today was a magic atmosphere, you know, here in Rome. It's our hometown, so you can imagine how happy we are today. And the fact that for the first time, I guess, 2 Italians in a podium. And, you know, of course, I mean, it's such a difficult tour. It's such a difficult level. So today we are so happy and so proud of what we are doing. I think the most important things that I should underline is that we never give up. Although we started, it was difficult at the beginning, but we have never give up, and this made the success at the end. So we are very happy, and you are right. I mean, today is very magic in Italy, and with this color of Naples, although it's Paris Panther, you can imagine. So we had all Napoli with us.
Clara, of all the days to do what you did, and the team just above you, Doha Falcons, I think genuinely you inspired them. A bit of frustration at that, surely?
No, absolutely no. No, I don't know.
So, looking ahead then at the rest of the season, because you've now got a genuine chance, you've really put pressure on Rome Gladiators. What is the plan into Rabat? Clara, I'll ask you this. What is the plan into Rabat to really go on and push on from here?
I don't know. I don't do Rabat, but we are planning for Riyadh also, and I don't know, maybe Guido goes to Rabat. So the planning, Guido can explain.
Yeah, the plan basically that in Rabat will jump myself with Candy, that she's back after that she was a little bit injured. It's not as big things, small things, but now she's ready. And then I will jump also with Chanel, a chestnut that is not so mature, but is growing very well. And then Celine also will jump with me. So I guess we hope we can make some points in Rabat as well.
Paris Panthers on the podium. Well done to you all.
Thank you very much.
Incredible. Thank you so much.
Grazie.
We mentioned how many storylines come out of this GCL stage in Rome. We talk about the championship now being level on points between Canstars and Falcons United. We talk about the up and down of that top five. We talk about the Rome Gladiators now being pulled into some kind of a relegation fight with the Paris Panthers and arguably still with the Doha Falcons. There is so much to take out of just a single stage of GCL. It is why we love the sport to the degree that we do. We remind you that we head to Rabat in a couple of days' time, and we close out the GCL season with the big final in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we head to Riyadh once again for a final stage of the season, all before we get to the GC Prague playoffs later on in November. For now, the night belongs to the Canstars, powered by the Iron Dames. The current defending GCL champions are back on top, level with Falcons United, but there is not a single point to separate them. Under that glorious sunset here in Cerco Massimo in Rome, we say arrivederci, and we see you again next shortly for the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of Rome.
The world's top show jumping stars arrive in Rabat, the vibrant capital of Morocco, where rich heritage and modern energy create the stage for a spectacle like no other. This is the only stop in Africa and the final chance to claim a place among the elite. With the season on the line, every stride, every jump matters more than ever. Join the Longines Global Champions Tour of Rabat from October 17th to the 19th.